the rain had a weight to it that night. Not the usual soft hiss against the windshield, but something thicker, heavier. Each drop sounded deliberate, like fingers tapping, waiting to be let in. The highway was empty. No taillights, no oncoming beams, just my car cutting through a long stretch of wet asphalt that seemed to stretch farther than it should. I remember checking the time, 2:17 a.m. I remember because it never changed after that. He appeared without warning. 1 second, the road was empty. The next, he was standing there, right in the center of my headlights. I slammed the brakes. The car fishtailed slightly before stopping just a few feet from him. He didn't flinch, didn't raise a hand, didn't step back. He just stood there, shivering. Thin clothes, soaked, hair plastered to his face, and something about the way the rain slid off him, like it didn't belong there. I rolled down the window halfway. "You okay?" I asked. He didn't answer immediately, just walked around slowly and opened the passenger door. The moment he sat down, the temperature dropped. Not slightly, not gradually. It dropped like something had been removed from the air. And then came the smell. Stagnant water, rotting leaves, like something that had been sitting underwater for too long and had just been pulled out. "Where are you headed?" I asked. Still nothing. He stared straight ahead. Not at the road, but through it. I told myself he was in shock, that this was normal, that everything about this was explainable. I started driving again. 5 minutes passed, maybe 10, and then I noticed something. The seat, a dark patch spreading beneath him, soaking through the fabric, dripping. I glanced at him. His clothes were wetter now, not from rain, but from something thicker. He turned his head slowly toward me, and for the first time he spoke. "You didn't stop." My stomach tightened. "What? You didn't stop?" The words came out like they were dragged through water. I looked back at the road for 1 second, just one. And when I looked back, he was gone. The door was still closed, the seat belt still hanging, but the seat was drenched. Water pooled in the indentation where he had been sitting, cold and still. I didn't stop driving. I didn't think, didn't process, just drove, faster. The rain got worse, thicker, louder. The headlights felt weaker somehow, like they were being swallowed before they reached the road. And then, there he was again, standing on the shoulder this time. Same clothes, same posture, same stillness. My hands tightened on the wheel. "No," I whispered, but I slowed down anyway, because some part of me, some buried instinct, needed to confirm it. I pulled over. He turned his head toward me, slowly, too slowly. And then he walked to the door again. This time when he opened it, DID. The sound was heavier, deeper, like the door weighed more than it should. He sat down. The cold hit harder this time, sharp, immediate. The smell changed too, not just stagnant water now. Ozone, like the air right before lightning strikes. I looked at the dashboard, 2:17 a.m. Still. My breathing became uneven. "This isn't possible," I said. "This isn't. You didn't stop." He said it again. But this time, there was something else in his voice. Not accusation, recognition. I looked outside, and that's when I realized the road was the same broken guardrail, the same bent sign, the same patch of trees leaning at the same angle. I had passed this already. I knew I had. But the speedometer said I never slowed, never turned. I was still moving forward, and yet everything was repeating. Thud. The passenger door slammed shut on its own. I flinched, and when I looked, he was gone again. But the seat, it wasn't just wet anymore. Water was seeping out of it, a glitch. In the dash, that's when I saw the odometer. At first, I thought it was broken. The numbers were moving too fast, spinning, but not forward, backward, each digit rolling down, reversing miles that I knew I had already driven. No, 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 no. I pressed the accelerator. The engine responded, but the car didn't feel faster. It felt stuck, like it was being dragged along something invisible. Then, Ted. The door opened again. I didn't look this time. I didn't want to. But I could feel him there, closer, colder, watching. You remember now. My chest tightened. I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't stop. The words echoed, louder, layered, like multiple voices speaking through him. I glanced at the odometer again. The numbers were approaching 0, and with each mile lost, something else came back. A memory, a flash, rain, headlights, a figure in the road, my hands gripping the wheel, and then impact. The car filled with the smell of swamp water, not just smell now, actual water. It seeped from the seats, the floor, the doors, cold liquid pooling around my feet, rising. The air grew thick, hard to breathe. Every inhale tasted like decay. I coughed, choked, the windows fogged, but not from heat. From inside, like the car was filling, not just with water, but with something older, something that didn't belong. You left me. I finally looked at him. His face was clearer now, not fully visible, but enough. Pale, sunken, eyes too dark, too deep. You didn't stop. The words hit differently this time. Because now I remembered. I had seen him. That night, same road, same rain. He stepped out. I panicked, swerved, and kept driving. I told myself he moved. I told myself I didn't hit him. I told myself anything, but I never stopped, never checked, never turned back. The odometer hit 1. The car slowed on its own. The steering wheel turned without me touching it, guiding the car off the road, towards something hidden in the dark. The rain stopped. Just like that. Silence. The car rolled forward, gently, until it reached the edge. A drop. A slope leading down into black water. A flooded ditch, deeper than it should be. Too still. Too wide. The odometer hit 0. The engine idled. I couldn't move, couldn't breathe. This is where you left me. He opened the door. Water spilled in, thicker, darker. He stepped out and turned back, waiting. Not forcing, not pulling, just waiting. For me to choose. Behind me, the road stretched endlessly. Ahead, the water waited, still, patient. I looked at the seat, at the soaked fabric, at the shape he left behind, then at my hands, still on the wheel, still trembling. The engine hummed softly, alive, for now. I took one breath, and then I shifted the car forward. The tires rolled slowly toward the edge. The water reflected nothing, not the car, not the sky, not me, just darkness. The last thing I saw was him standing there, dry now, still, watching. As the car crossed the edge and disappeared into the water, they say that stretch of highway is empty, that no one drives there anymore. But sometimes, late at night, a car is seen idling at the roadside, lights on, engine running, and a figure standing just ahead of it, waiting for someone who won't stop.